I'm here with Cody from Teen Wolf. He plays Brett, the awesome show. It's one of my very favorite shows, so thank you for doing this.
Yeah, totally. No, absolutely.
Awesome, great. So about your character Brett, what was the draw for you personally? Like, what was it about him that you found appealing?
Brett?
Yeah.
What I really admired about Brett was his loyalty
Yeah.
to his pack and just who he is. I think there's a very intense loyalty to him, and like for the people he loves, I feel go to bat for them no matter what. And he shows that with like his coach's car, talking about that scene with him and Liam, and you know, even when Scott's pack like helped me, like he's one to like help right back.
Yeah, that's what I find appealing about his character, is the fact that like whenever Scott needs him as well, he's a very selfless person, and that's kind of a rarity on this show outside of Scott's pack. Speaking of the whole kind of Liam issue, do you think he's over that now that he kind of saved you in that whole that bar scene?
I absolutely think so, and I think it was cool to see like, you know, Liam, Mason, and Brett have like this cool, like, you know, three kind of helping each other all out, you know what I mean? Like they were like kind of helping each other like with a mystery, and I think with the turn of events, I definitely think it's like something that hasn't been spoken of, but it's kind of like water under the bridge. Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. Like he kind of understands a bit more of who Liam is. I feel like after he essentially had his back in that fight. Another question, because this is just kind of relating back to loyalty. With Scott's pack and the fact that he tends to help him out, do you think that there's ever a scenario where he would fully join Scott and his team? Or do you think his loyalty will always outweigh from the group that he started?
You know, Brett's kind of a lone wolf in his own aspect of his own pack. You know, this is me totally pontificating. Like, I truly have no idea. Right. Like, they haven't told me anything. If you're asking Cody, my personal opinion, my personal opinion, I think anything is possible. I think people really like to see, like, people come together, and I think it'd be really interesting to see, like, Brett and Scott come together. Like, that'd be a really interesting, like, dynamic.
Yeah, that's kind of my dream team. Like, I kind of feel like the newer recruits, essentially, kind of like Liam, Mason, and Brett. And for some reason, I feel like it would be cool to bring them into the fold. Yeah,
no, totally. Like, I could see those three doing some really cool stuff. I mean, it's like, you know, you have Liam, who has, you know, just that complete, you know, destined to be a great leader. You know, have his best friend, the sidekick, and it's just cool. You know, now they're bringing different sexualities into the show and stuff. So it's really cool. It's like it's adding a lot of beautiful color to it. I love it. That's
what I also appreciate about the show, is the, you know, how they deal with sexuality and diversity as well.
No, it's really cool.
So on to another topic. You are also a producer.
Yeah, trying to get into it.
Which is awesome. Do you have anything in the work that you would like to talk about?
Yeah. Basically, the first thing I'm working on right now is something called The Mafia Ain't Dead, and it's about a washed-up Italian boxer. And he creates this mafia, and we have some really cool actual A-list names that we're in negotiations of, you know, seeing if that goes through. You never know till the sealed deal, but I'm just very grateful that I'm even able to start to try to learn producing, and people are giving me a shot at producing. You know, I tell people I'm a young buck. It's my first time producing. I'm not the hotshot producer. I'm just learning, and I'm thankful to be there.
That's awesome. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Cheers.
See ya.